Right. Hello. Good morning. Hi. So, brand new day. It's been a while. It's been a few days. And it's interesting times. Since last time, we introduced a new website. We built the last one in Webflow, only to realize we had to throw it all out. Because if we want auth to work, and we looked into that in the last session, but if we want auth to work and want to have like a seamless flow, Webflow is not gonna cut it. So, been battling some minor health issues the last few days while chipping away on a Vercel hosted site using Next.js, and we're getting there. So this is a re-implementation of the old site, and it's pretty good. Does the same thing, no big surprises. We removed some animation, but what this allows us to do is instead to have a sign-in dialog, and we actually have a complete auth flow where you can go through and sign in and download, etc. if only it works. No, please. Works in the real world? Works in the real world. That's all that matters. Um, I do realize we're shipping this and building this in public, and maybe I should figure out how we do not just deploy to production all the time. I haven't really used Vercel before, and I just set up a template project and downloaded some Tailwind CSS templating for our site, and inspired by the old one we did, I re-implemented it using their template called Salient. This one here. Live preview. This is what it looks like in their preview. Stripped away a bunch of things, kept the rest, and ported over all our copy. And now we have a website again, which is pretty good. I'm happy with this for now. But now the added benefit of doing this in the cell is we can actually sign in and actually sign in. And we can now have a closed off section for paying customers. We can modify our profile, but also as an added benefit back on the main website, we now have user profile up here. User can go manage their account, but we can also say, hey, do you want to go download? Now, this does not do anything yet because we have not hit publish on our software just yet. That's happening later. But the fact is, this somewhat works. And we would like this to work as well, where we can set up billing. And that's really what I would like to do today, is figure out how do we connect Stripe checkout and start to charge people if they want to pay for this. And I realize we're shipping this to production, so it might just be people will subscribe and send money, and we don't have anything to give them just yet, and we might just have to make a build of the software and then figure it out. But that's okay. If people want it, then we are happy. So for now, I think we'll just keep shipping directly to production until I figure out how to turn off auto deploy. Maybe it's just a setting somewhere. Deployment protection. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. How about that? But I haven't used Stripe before either. So like most things we do, we have no idea what's going on. For the fun of it, I just tried to create a coupon. And because I have this idea that for early access customers, which is really just design partners who would like to, maybe we should just bring that up on the website. Go back here. So since last time I thought about it, maybe it makes sense to have an early access tier for starters, like for a limited time, who's open to everyone who would like to help shape the product. So they'll get access to new features before anyone else. And I'll set up a Slack channel to talk to them and connect, and we can talk about the features, etc. Get feedback, iterate super fast. I'll fix bugs daily, and they can probably keep their early access status for life, among other things. Um, but for now, I think it makes sense to also have a coupon that says, "Hey, you can get this for free." Where did we go? Here we go. If you have a special arrangement with me. Now I realize I've just shown this, so we'll go ahead and say delete because now everyone would have the promotion code. We'll probably do one for streamers, and if people want to go dig through the video and find the coupon, they can. We'll do that on a later day, but we would like to have something where we can just like have special customers that get it for free as a part of their feedback cycle or something like that. But for now, let's go figure out how we do Stripe checkouts. What do we have here? I mean, this is a pre-built page. Don't use code. I mean, they have a no code option, right? That has to be a thing. Get and retain subscribers. This one? Oh, that no. This? Is this what we want? Customer portal? I mean, we're kind of no code, but also not completely no code. Like we could do it all ourselves, but also we would like a flow that looks like something like. Hold on, let's bring up a new file here. So user signs in with clerk. Now we have a user ID plus an email. We can then say, hey, Stripe checkout. Do checkout for plan with user ID and email. That has to be a thing. I mean, I never used Stripe, so I don't know, but that has to be possible. It's hard to imagine it wouldn't. Mm, let's go back to basics. Set up an account. Dashboard. I mean, we don't want to build the entire thing ourselves. Web, front end, React, backend. Hmm. Let's ask GitHub. Next. JS, Stripe, SaaS, checkout. Hmm. This is probably what we want. But I imagine I need to figure out how do we set up users, set up payment. Oh, yep, that's what we want. So when we create a user, we do this. So when the clerk says new user, do we literally then just say Stripe new customer with clerk data? Because then we have the Stripe customer from, let's say, clerk user ID. And that's what we'll use for the checkout. Is that the game plan? It might be. Yep. That's a thing. We can certainly do that. And if we have a customer, but no subscription, That means free user. Because we need the user to sign into the desktop app no matter what. But is it wrong to have a user without a subscription? Like, is it wrong to push the data to Stripe? It probably is. So do we do this when subscribing for plan? Like, you don't want to send the data unless you really have to, right? So if the customer and subscription does not exist, no customer or customer but no subscription. I mean, it might be that they subscribe and then unsubscribe, so we have to do both checks. Cool. Okay, so we have customers. Do we have something products? Core resources, customers, products. Nope. Don't want to create. We would like to retrieve a product. Products. This is what we want. Default price. Does that work? Maybe. I'll move this to the screen just to make sure that we have all the keys that we need. Hold on. We don't. All right. Just a sec. We'll fix that real quick. And have this one over here. I shall. This is just our dev key. That's fine. You can see those. This one here. This. That should do the trick. Okay. So test component, just for the fun of it. As we do have, I think we have a pricing component somewhere. This one. This one here has hard-coded plans and everything. Don't want that, but we might merge these two together later. So if we do this, go out here and say test component, and we run this, this is a test. So we do have it here. Perfect. We have this one. We have products somewhere here. Cool. Let's test Copilot just for the fun of it. I'm working on a Next.js on a component using React and Tailwind. This Next.js, and I'd like to get my products from Stripe listed. Okay. Let's see. And here, do we have types somewhere for Stripe? Is that a thing? Uh, Type definition. So maybe we should just do this instead. Hmm. Let's just see. Stringify products. Oh, parentheses. And let's see. Let's get my products just to see what's inside this one. That is just our list of products. Do this and this. We see what happens. That it? That the trick? Well, maybe it works. Who knows? There's only one way to find out. Nope. Oh, fair. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that seems to work. We don't have the early access plan, but that's okay. That's just because this is on demo mode. Um, so if we go to, let's think. Let's go to our money page here. Money, 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 money. We don't have that anymore. Okay. So here, we'll get rid of this. and say test component here. For starters, we'll sign in real quick. I need to figure out why this is happening. So every time I sign in, it's like, oh, you're not signed in. We just signed in. But if I hit refresh, things just work. So I'm going to hit refresh. And ta-da, we're good. I don't get it. So here we have these. Okay, that's good. Can we just do something like this? And images, metadata, name. What's in metadata? Nothing. Curious what the price is. What did the API say? Create a product. Default price? That's not what I hoped for. What happened? Default price. The ID of the price object. Oh, do we have to fetch prices independently? Really? Okay. Doesn't matter. As long as we have the product name, we can figure out the rest. We have the ID, we have the name, and I mean, now importing our magical button, and it's the color. Let's just go with speedy yellow. Beautiful. Mm. Oh, let's test check. Let's test Copilot. Add link to or on button. Click. I'd like to open up. I'd like to send the user to Stripe checkout for this particular product if they don't have an. Now this is tricky. I'm gonna save this. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, great. And try one more time. Mm-hmm. So customers retrieve our customer ID. Hmm. When we create our customer, do we get to specify the ID? Create a customer, retrieve our customer. So we can create the customer, can retrieve a customer from the ID. How about we check for the customer first? Um, Add user or user. What's the code? Hold on. Object from Clark. No. No. This is definitely not the way. Users, overview, get user. There's a smarter way of doing this. I swear I've seen that. Users, hold on. this one. Our test component will be user is loaded, is signed in. Okay, so if this is happening, we can do a bunch of stuff. Use user email address, honest name, full name. And then check if user exists as Stripe customer. If not, user is on free plan. What plan? Get plan. Get subscription plan. If no plan, user is on free plan. So that's the flow. But if we have this, I mean, if we just want to test checkout, we can take care of the rest later. But if we just want to test checkout, do this in here. And Stripe, customers, search. Query is email. Mm-hmm. Your customer. or await. No. Customer. Exists. What? If customer does not exist, all right, customers create customer. Grab this one. Clean this up later, but name, email. No, that cannot be. So there's literally no difference on this and that, right? Full name. Oh, what do we need? Options? Nope. Oh, I see. Is it the same thing? Huh. We get our new customer, and this will only work once, but we can test it right away and say, enter this and say product ID this, and let's try the checkout thing. Try checkout sessions create. Checkout. Where did you go? Session. Nope. The mode should be one-time payment for cards. Hold on. Mhm. So it's hosted. And yep, I did. So this technically should work. Check if we have a customer. If not, we will go create one. And when we have one, we can get the products, we can create a checkout session and redirect to the URL, pay for it, and come back and say we have a subscription. That's at least the theory. Whether it works, TBD. Let's test it in a few minutes. I'll just go on a quick bathroom break and we will be right back. Just a second. All right, we are back. I was thinking about this, and this seems a bit lazy. So maybe we should just do this for real. And say user said user. use state and clerk, where did you go? Use user. Add user. Will this work? Maybe not for the user. Customer. Set customer. And this is a Stripe customer. So we can set our user here. And for the search, we just want to have this here. User, if this exists, we will grab this or this. Here, we'll just say user full name. Or nothing. This. Oh no. We need this more than once. Fair. Maybe we should just make this slightly smarter. Oh, it's so bloated. Okay. Let's split out some things. If user send in, we can do a bunch of things. Okay. Hold on. We're doing the same thing twice? Yeah. Let's get rid of this down here. And just save this for later. So here, what we want to do is probably what we're doing up here. Do we have a user? Answer is no. Oh, what's the difference again between these two? Is using a like generic search really the best way to figure out whether a user exists? Using Node.js, get Stripe customer from email. Now you're just biased about what's on this page. Create a function to get a Stripe customer from an email address. Pair. Let's do this again. Using React and no, no, no. API Stripe customer. Is that a thing? Or is it just making things up? Customer. Hmm. This seems harder than it should be. You feel like something is missing. That's what I'm thinking. Now we have two customers with the same email, which I suppose makes sense. Not really what we wanted. Retriever customer. So here we pass the ID. Okay, not what we want. So list all customers. Get one. We get one. Rest. Get two. So the fastest is probably just to do like this and see if we have one. Okay. So for now, we'll make this better. We'll say customer. Wait. Stripe customers list. Email. Limit 1. Set customer. Customer data 0. Cool. Let's forget about the rest for now. If users signed in, so if he exists, if not, create a new one and set. Okay, we'll grab this one. Mm-hmm. And if just for the fun of it, Yep, we do have our customer. All right, let's try this, see what happens. Worst thing that might happen, it blows up, and so what? Oh no. Oh no. This is one of those things I need to read up on to figure out what does this even mean. Like the drawback of not having made a React application before is like, sure, hooks can only be called inside a body of a function. Mismatching. Unlikely. Very likely. Unlikely. So we're breaking the rules of hooks. Uh, could be related to Next.js. So is the right thing to do this? I'm just guessing. Uh, clerk user. Is that the right thing to do? Is it because we're calling something inside use effect? And the reason it's not whining here is because we are basically just making a promise that we're calling without, like, it's fire and forget. But here we can say clerk user is signed in. Is that the way to go? This is like a wild guess. Speculation at best. If someone know, I can see you're 26 looking across Twitter or X and Twitch. If someone knows, you're welcome to write in the chat because, as you might have guessed by now, I have no idea what's going on. But let's run it. Something happened. Something went away. Welcome back. And nobody knows. Something is not working. Um, are we signed in? Yes, we're signed in. Um, just for the fun of it. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, that's step number one. We have to fix that. So this made the error go away, but didn't help otherwise. Okay. So use effect happens later, right? When does use effect happen? Isn't that like right before we render, we do something, but this happens before? I guess not. Google Help. Clerk, use, user, and use effect. Aha. Oh, that's what it's for. The use effect has a dependency. So if we, holy shit. So you're saying if I do like this and this, it'll just work? Dependency list? Guess that kind of makes sense. Hold on. Let's refresh. Reload. Do it one more time. Ah, well, clear this and we reload and see what happens. Okay. But that makes sense because first they'll run, say, no, we don't have anything, and then later we'll do it again and say, ah, wait a minute, we do have something. So I guess this doesn't matter, but at least this doesn't matter. So if we're signed in, which we'll eventually will be, it'll go do this. Cool. We have our customer, we have our user. That means down here we can say create new Stripe, create new hosted checkout session for the product using Stripe. And if we do this, uh, get rid of this. Oh, nope. Hold on. Where do you live? Close this. Okay. So we click, recreate a new checkout session, and that's it. Does it make sense? We move this one out here and don't have this. Hmm. So if this works, we're done for the day. And I can go get some lunch. Nope, not working because we don't have any products. We do have a user. Did we skip loading products again? I think we did. Set products. Yep. So what does one do? Do we have multiple use effects? Is that the pattern? Or do we just have one mega, let's do everything? Because bench customer, because we could either, whoops, do this and say, let's stop this, one more, and fetch products. We do like this. Let's try it, see what happens. Ta-da, we have our products. And if we click this, we'll generate a checkout session and redirect. Maybe. Clear the console. Nope, no such price. No, that makes sense. Um, that makes sense. Generated code for the win. You are definitely not expecting a price. Is there a line items ID? Nope. Yeah, let's go see what the API actually says. No, 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 no. Customer products. Checkout session. Create new session. Why the price ID? That's freaking weird. Okay, so products. Get products. Is it just because there's like a product that has multiple prices? Let's say you're buying a shirt for $100, then it has a discount applied to the item, so it's a different price, so you're listing the price. But if you have, I guess so, full flexibility. Okay, so this will be a Stripe price. What is the issue now? Oh, I see. Hold on, we'll go back until it's not complaining and then redo. Great. And we will say this is now a Stripe.price. And this will be an ID dot ID. Oh God. Sure. And this is right. And stripe price. Okay. This can for sure be optimized. It has a price. Can we just say, and if it doesn't, we'll deal with it. Okay, one more time. One more time. Okay, we now have our user, we now have our products. And if I say buy, no price. Okay, let's test this first. One step at a time. Nice. We have a product, so we can here say products builder. Is there a find? Is there a first or something? No. Builder. Yep. Okay. Zero. And this is a product. Thank you. Select the product, the price. Okay. Test this. Sure. Okay. Oh shit, that worked. We just write whatever and it'll just work. Nope. Okay. Stripe test credit cards test numbers. And 1234. Any three. Wow. And we shall just go here to dashboard. Here. That's super cool. And can we then in here get the, how do we get Stripe current subscription? Subscriptions. And here we can say Stripe. And then I suppose that's a list. Let's just go with our ID. What's up? We need to set up some sort of formatter. Um, this is painful. We'll do that later. Let's just see. Does this work? It does indeed. Oh, we haven't asked too much. Thank you. Plan and billing. Jeez, it works. We did it. I bet there's a smarter way of doing this, but this is what we got for now. Um, which is pretty cool. And that was our goal today. I feel pretty good about that. That means we're almost at a place where we can go through the entire workflow of the user, creating a subscription, downloading their product, and we can tie it all together. That's freaking cool. There's still a bit of work to do around creating a cookie, storing that in our Electron client, but that's for tomorrow maybe. But the fact that we can now do the round trip is pretty cool. And we don't have to like show too much on like the subscriptions, like this is your current plan, and we can manage all that in the self-service portal. But this feels good. I'm happy about this. I'm really happy about this. Obviously, we're not going to deploy it. There's still some work to do, but it's starting to look like something, which is pretty cool. So today was a short one. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna jump off, grab some lunch, and call it a day at least online, and we'll see what we're up to tomorrow. But thank you so much for tuning in, all 27 of you. Really appreciate it, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Cheers.